Hi, I'm Arina from Italy, and I'm practicing Fightmaster yoga.
Welcome to Fightmaster Yoga, quality yoga videos to keep you strong and healthy. Today's 1-hour live yoga class is brought to you by our Patreon community. This yoga class was filmed during my yoga teacher training with Brett Larkin, and we're going to work on handstands. Subscribe to this channel and hit the bell because I want to get you strong and healthy. And let's see if we can get 1,000 likes on this video.
Welcome to class. Today we're going to work on a Vinyasa flow. It'll be about an hour and we're going to go into handstands. So to start our class today, we're just going to sit in a comfortable position, which is either cross-legged or you can sit here, this way. And this is just so that we can ground ourselves. So rest your hands on your legs, palms facing down. Close your eyes. And begin to focus in on your breath. So Ujjayi Pranayama, a little constriction in the back of the throat, if that's comfortable to you. Keeping your inhales and your exhales equal in length. And as you're settling in, imagine that your sitting bones are being pulled down toward the floor and then even down further to the ground, even down further toward the center of the earth so that they feel very, very heavy and connected. And with that heaviness, just bring that to the rest of the hips, the legs, the thighs, the feet. So the whole bottom half of your body just feels very heavy right now. And from that place of heaviness, above the waist, begin to find lightness. Start to lengthen through all four sides of your waist. With every inhale, find a little more length through the spine. Widen your collarbones and lift your chest. And then allow your shoulder blades to just softly cascade down your back toward your waist. And keeping your chin level with the floor, begin to lengthen the crown of your head up toward the ceiling. And we'll remember during our practice today, in the Yoga Sutras, they tell us to practice abhyasa viragya. And abhyasa really just means consistent practice. And viragya means letting go of the results. So as we get to our handstands today, let go of any results. You've done what you can do. Just do the best that you can. And that's all we can ever ask of ourselves. So let's bring our hands together in front of the heart, palms touch. And may our practice be a vehicle for us to remember that all we can do is our best, and the results are really none of our business. We can let them go and not become attached. And then add any intention that you would like. And now we'll offer up all of our intentions with the divine sound of Om, exhaling everything out and inhaling for Om. And release your hands and softly let your eyes blink open. And then we'll take a block, if you have one, and put it between your ankles. and we'll sit in Virasana. If you don't have a block, you're welcome to sit in Vardrasana on your heels. If sitting this way is just really not good for your knees, then sit up on extra blocks, or you can stay with Sukhasana. Good. So now we'll ground down through the sitting bones again on the block or on your heels and continue to lengthen up. And make sure the knees are no wider than the hips. We want the knees in line with the hips. And also just check your feet, that your ankles aren't going out. Good. And now start to press down again into the sitting bones and lengthen. As you inhale, sweep the arms out, around, and up. And pause here at the top. Palms facing each other. Good. And just check to see if your rib cage started to puff out a little bit. If it did, just draw the front ribs down and lift up through the back ribs. Good. And then we'll exhale and sweep the arms back down. Good. And once again, sweep the arms out, around, and up. Inhale. So really drawing the ribs in and then lifting up through the back ribs, creating that length, but soften a little bit around the neck with the shoulders. Good. Now see how these, when your palms face each other, the outer upper arms, the triceps spin in, and the inner upper arms, biceps back. Keep that, but flex your wrists like you're gonna press your hands up onto the ceiling. Good. And then exhale, release. So those will be the arms that we'll use when we get to our handstands. Inhale, right arm up, face that palm back. Exhale, bend your right elbow. Good. Now take your left hand, take your left hand to the tricep and spin it in. Yeah, so that's the action. And then with your left hand, either take it on top of your right elbow, or maybe you'll take it out to the side, thumb down, bring your shoulder forward to get it back there, but then once you have it back there, roll the shoulder back. You can clasp hands, you can hold your shirts, you can use your strap. And just make sure that your right elbow is still pointed straight up and spinning forward with the outer upper arm. And also check the ribs once again, so the bottom ribs come down and the back ribs lift up. Good. Take another breath here. Very good. And you can sit in Sukhasana if that's not good for you. And slowly release. Good. And we'll do the other side. So left arm up, inhale. Face your palm toward the wall behind you and bend your elbow, like you're touching your upper back. With your right hand, take it to the outside of the tricep and just a little spin here. Good. So that's the action we want to keep. And then with your right hand, you can put it on top of the elbow or take it out to the side, thumb down. Roll the shoulder forward in order to get it back there, but then roll it back and widen again the collarbones. Good. Yes. So pointing the left elbow straight up. Soften right around the neck in case you have any tension around the neck or in the jaw. Let the jaw relax as well. Good. And take one more breath here. And slowly release. Release. And then let's make our way onto our hands and knees. So if you want extra padding on your knees, the blanket handy, you can put that underneath your knees. If anyone needs one, let me know, I have an extra. Line up wrists under shoulders and knees under hips, and spread out the fingers. Good. As you inhale, just gently drop the belly, bring your chest forward, draw your shoulder blades toward the waist, and then as you exhale, pull your belly in a lot, press away from the floor, gently rounding the upper spine, chin toward chest. Good. Again, inhale. Bring your heart forward through the gates of the arms. Widen the collarbones, lift the tailbone slightly. Keep the belly lifted and engaged here, even so. Exhale, round the back and chin toward chest. Really press and hollow out your belly as much as you can. We're starting to connect with our abdominals. Inhale again, chest forward, lifting chin, gently lifting the tailbone, but keep a little engagement in the belly. And then exhale to round the back, chin toward chest. Good. And now come to neutral. So neutral spine, even in our neutral spine, yes, we do have the lower back, it will arch, but we also want to make sure that it doesn't overarch. So just imagine that I'm standing above you and I'm pulling your ribs and belly in to keep that connection. And then my friends who have a nice extra loose joints in the elbows, you can do like a special elbow straighten like that. Soften them. Soften them, let your elbows, inner elbows just face each other for now. And then really engage your bicep to your tricep. Good. Keep all of this. And now inhale, extend your right leg back, but tuck your toes under and just keep it on the floor. Good. Pausing here. As you lift the leg, drop the outer right hip down. Good. And then inhale, lift it straight up. Yes. So as you lift the right leg up, lift it from the inner thigh, let the outer hip drop down so that hips are nice and neutral. Now again, pull your belly in and up, because now that you've lifted the leg, your lower back wants to arch a little more than we'd like it to. And then find a spot on the floor in front of you to help with balance, and inhale, left arm forward. Reach it straight ahead. Yeah, and just face your palm like you're gonna shake someone's hand with your left hand. I know that's not the one we do, but that position. Now draw that left shoulder into the socket. Good. Watch that the lower back didn't start to overarch again. So pull ribs and belly in for 3 breaths. Good. And 2. And 1. Set it all down. Back to table. Making sure, again, wrists are under shoulders, knees are under hips. Inhale, extend the left leg back. First, just tuck the toes under, let the foot be on the floor. As you extend that leg, your hip wants to hike. So we'll just put it on the floor for now. Just straight back and down. Your hip wants to hike, so drop your outer hip down, pin your right hip in towards center. Pull ribs and belly in. Next inhale, lift it straight up. So if you point your toes straight down to the floor and flex the ankle, that will a lot of times help to keep the pelvis neutral. Pull ribs and belly in. Find a spot to focus on to help with balance. Inhale your right arm forward, like you'll be shaking someone's hand, and then draw that right shoulder, right arm into the shoulder socket. Good. 3 breaths. 2. And 1. Set it down. Nice. Going back to the first side, we'll inhale right leg back and up from the inner thigh, drop the outer hip, pull ribs and belly in, and then lift the leg up if it's not, left arm forward. This time, take an inhale to stretch through the arm and leg. As you exhale, slowly pull your knee, pull your elbow right down the center, rounding the back. Then inhale, reach it forward. Make your own resistance, like you're moving through water. Exhale, draw it in. Good. Inhale and reach. Remember, outer right hip down. Good. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale, reach. One more time. Exhale, pull it in. Rounding the back. Nice breath. Inhale, reach it out. And then exhale, just set your left hand down. And keep your right leg straight back. Tuck the toes under and put that on the floor. Good. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, draw your left knee into belly. Good. Inhale, make your way to plank pose, top of a push-up. Exhale, right knee to belly. Inhale, back to plank. Chest forward, sitting bones toward heels. And then exhale, back to the knees. So now slide your hands back a little bit so your wrists are again under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Good. And now we'll do the other side. So inhale, left leg back, lift it from the inner thigh, drop the outer hip down. As you're ready, lift it away from the floor, keeping that outer hip dropping down, and now right arm forward, extend it. Watch the lower back. Remember, it wants to arch here because it's the path of least resistance for the body. It's easy for it. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your elbow in, bring your knee down the center. Excellent. Inhale, extend. Drop the outer left hip. Exhale, pull it in. Make a little resistance like you're moving through water. Inhale and extend and reach, dropping hip down, good. Exhale, pull it in. Pull ribs and belly in one more time, reach it out, inhale. Good, and exhale, pull it down the middle. Really nice. Inhale, extend. Good. Pause here a moment, again, pull ribs and belly in. Now set your right hand down on the mat. Keep the left leg long and put it down, toes tucked under. Take an inhale, make sure your wrists are under your shoulders and right knee into belly. Good, inhale, plank. Chest forward, sitting bones back. Exhale, left knee to belly. Good, inhale back to plank. And this time, exhale, lift your hips for down dog. Take your arms shoulders distance apart or wider if you need any extra space for shoulders. But most of us, shoulders distance apart is good, and feet hips width. And then bicycle your legs for this one, bending one knee and the other, just to warm up. Good. Now bend both of your knees and stick your hips way up high. Yeah, so belly touching thighs, but ribs in. Keep all that length you just created in the spine and start to reach your heels toward the floor. They might not touch ever. Straighten the legs as much as they will. If you need a little bend here, is fine. Take one more breath. And then as you exhale, we're gonna come back down onto the knees, but keep the hands where they are, so they'll be in front of your shoulders. So just to test our little external rotation of the arm and the shoulder, which will be important today, we're gonna turn the inner elbows gently toward the front of your mat. But if you're sinking into them, just still soften, but keep the engagement of the muscles. So inner elbows forward. Watch when you turn your inner elbows forward, that weight in your hand wants to go to the little pinky side, so press a little more into the thumb first finger. Keep that action of turning inner elbows forward, even though it won't stay, but keep the action of that. And then again, slowly tuck the toes and stretch back. Yes. Yes, so now you're spinning the outer upper arms back, the inner upper arms forward. And now pull your ribs and belly in and up. Press your thighs back, the inner thighs spinning back like you're holding a block. And reach the heels toward the floor. Press into the base of the fingers, lift up through the forearms. You can even imagine you could slide a little piece of paper under your palm. It's a little bit lighter there. But then press extra into the thumb first finger side. Take one more breath in. Exhale everything out. Bend the knees, look up past your fingers and walk your feet or hop feet to hands. And then inhale, hands to shins. Make a nice long spine. And exhale, fold over the legs. Bend the knees as needed for this one. Press down through the feet with a really long spine, like that halfway up spine. Come all the way up. Sweep the arms out, around, and up if you have room. Pause here at the top. Make sure the palms are facing each other and check your ribs. Pull the ribs in, lift through the back ribs, lengthen your butt to your heels. Good. Exhale and bring the arms down. Good. Tadasana at the front of the mat, feet hips width apart, or if you like big toes touching, heels slightly apart, that's fine. Just make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. Good. Inhale, reach the arms out, around, and up if you have room, or straight up. Ribs down. Good. Exhale, hinge from your hips, so stick your buns out as you come forward into Uttanasana. Then inhale, look up, lengthen halfway, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step to plank pose, top of a push-up. Pausing here just for a moment, I promise. Imagine I'm standing right above you, my hands in between your shoulder blades, and you press up into my hand, but then at the same time, bring your chest forward and widen your collarbones. Now, butt to heels. Good. As you exhale, knees can be up or down. Shift forward about an inch lower, all the way to your belly, everything touching down at once. Now slide your hands by your low ribs and inhale, little baby cobra. Peel the chest up, press all 10 toenails down onto the floor and draw shoulder blades toward waist. Now exhale, tuck your toes, pressing up and back to down dog, knees up or down. And we'll stay here a moment. Breathing here. Inhales and exhales equal in length. So remember, turning outer upper arms back, good. Inner upper arms forward. Press a little extra into the thumb, first finger side of your hand for 3 breaths. And 2. Take one more long breath in. Exhale it all out. Bend the knees. Keep your hips high. Look up. Either step or hop feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up. Either hands to shins or fingertips on floor. Then fold as you exhale. If the legs are straight, shift the weight toward the balls of the feet. Press through the feet. Rise up, long spine. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. And exhale to Samasthiti. Good. Surya Namaskara A. Now we'll do, you can always do the modified one, or you can do the full, your choice. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hinge from your hips as you fold, keeping your spine very long. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, stepping to plank, or you can float back, land in chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Make sure shoulders are above wrists. And then exhale back, downward facing dog. Good, stretching back here. For 3 more breaths. Every exhale, just take a little pause. Pull your belly in and up. Firm the core muscles in your belly. 2. One more long breath in. Exhale everything out. Bend the knees, hips high, look up. Lightly step or hop feet to hands. Nice. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press through the feet and inhale to come up. Long spine as you stretch tall, ribs in, lengthen through the sitting bones. Exhale, Samasthiti. And again, Surya A. Inhale, sweep the arms, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or float back, finding Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press through hands and feet, shoulders above wrists. Exhale, stretch back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Good. Make sure the arms and ears are in line. Gaze between your feet or maybe toward the knees. For 3 breaths. And 2 breaths. Take one more long breath in. Exhale it out, bend the knees, hips high, lightly step or float feet to hands. Inhale, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale to fold, Uttanasana. Press through the feet, long spine, reach up, inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samasthiti. Nice, one more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge from the hips and fold to Uttanasana. Inhale, look up, lengthen, Ardha. Exhale, step or float, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press through hands and feet, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Exhale back, Adho Mukha Svanasana. So double check, making sure you have the rotation in the arms. So the outer upper arms are spinning back, inner upper arms are spinning forward. And then lift around your neck. Your trapezius muscles just soften there a little. Ribs and belly in and up for 3 breaths. And 2. Take one more long breath in. Exhale everything out, bend the knees, look up past the fingers, lightly step or float feet to hands. Nice. Inhale, look up to lengthen halfway. Exhale, fold over the legs. Press down through the feet. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to Samasthiti. Nice. Take a quarter turn to your right on your mat, so facing the ocean. Step your feet out nice and wide. And now we'll turn the right leg all the way out and the back toes in slightly. Line up front heel and back arch. Inhale, bring arms up at shoulder height. And exhale, bend your right knee over your ankle. Good. Double check your knee, making sure it's stacked over your ankle. Press your back thigh back, but lift your back inner thigh up, and that'll make sure your knee is right over your middle toes. Good. Now interlace your fingers behind your back or hook your thumbs. And then inhale, open the chest, widen the collarbones, look up. As you exhale, start to fold forward your right shoulder toward your right knee and lift your arms up any amount. But see if you can soften your elbow joints even here. So when you're moving into the stretch, you're stretching the shoulders without locking the elbows. Press down into your front heel and through the outer edge of your back foot. And then inhale, come on up. Exhale, take your arms back out. Inhale, drop your left arm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, bend into your right knee. Nice. Inhale, make your way back up, warrior two. Stay for the exhale. And now straighten the front leg, inhale. And you can let your arms relax here if you like. Take your feet to parallel. And now we'll turn the left leg all the way out from the hip. Bring the back toes in slightly. And look down, make sure you're lined up front heel with back arch. As you inhale, bring your arms out shoulder height again. As you exhale, start to bend into your left knee. So on this left leg, the knee is over the ankle, points right over the middle toe. So when you look down, you can see your big toe, but the middle toes are covered. Good. Draw your front hip underneath you, and then pressing back thigh back, lift up through the back inner thigh. And that helps to keep the knee right over the middle toes. Lift your chest, but allow your shoulder blades to relax a bit. Good. Now inhale, interlace your fingers behind you, other pinky or thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back, open the chest. As you exhale, come forward, left shoulder toward left knee, any amounts. And begin to reach up through the arms, but do so gently so that you're keeping the elbow joints a little bit soft and making the movement from the shoulders. Good, draw in through the low belly. Keep pressing through outer edge of back foot and lifting back inner thigh. Good. Take another breath here. As you inhale, make your way back up. As you exhale, extend the arms. Good. Drop the right arm, inhale, reverse. Exhale, bend the left knee a little bit deeper if you can. And then inhale, come on up back to warrior two. And exhale, straighten the leg. Sorry, we'll do the vinyasa in a moment. Straighten the leg. Bring your feet to parallel again, toes in, and bring your hands right onto your hips. Point your toes in slightly toward each other. Pull up on the kneecaps from the leg muscles. Roll shoulders back, open the chest as you inhale. Hinge from the hips and come forward. Take your fingertips to the floor. Now inhale, look up, lengthen like a halfway up Ardha Uttanasana. And now exhale, keep that length and fold in any amounts. Check where the weight is in your feet. Most of the time it goes to the heels, so shift it toward the balls of your feet so it's lined up heels and hips. So imagine you have a giant beach ball between your inner thighs and you're holding it. So outer hips pin in, inner thighs pin in. Now inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, bring hands to hips. Inhale, come all the way up with a nice long spine. Good. Either step or hop your feet together, and then turn back to the front of the mat, back to Tadasana. Good. All right. As you inhale, we'll bend the knees and come into Utkatasana. Sit in an imaginary chair. Weight into the heels. Now exhale, belly to thighs, and then forward fold, Uttanasana. So yeah, let your belly touch if you can, and then straighten the legs. Now inhale, look up to lengthen halfway. Exhale, step or float back to Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, press through hands and feet, upward dog or cobra, always your choice, and then downward dog as you exhale. On the inhale, we'll float the right leg back and up, and let's lift it from the inner thigh. So we want to practice lifting the leg while keeping a level and neutral pelvis. So drop the outer right hip down a little. Good. As you exhale, bring it forward, knee toward nose, shoulders over wrists. Take a breath in. Exhale, step it up by your right thumb. Stay on the ball of your back foot and come into high lunge, Anjaneyasana. Good. For a moment, bend your back knee. Now tilt your pelvis forward. Now zip in, put it like an imaginary friendly corset on. Pull the right hip back, and now straighten through the back leg. Good. Front ribs are drawing down, back ribs are lifting up, and make sure that knee points straight ahead. Yeah, good. Good. And then we'll inhale, bring the arms out to shoulder height. As you exhale, bring your right arm over the left. Either touching palms, or if that doesn't work so well, you can touch shoulders. Now lift your chest, widen across the collarbones a bit. And take another long breath here. And from here, we're going to take the back heel down and line up heel to arch. And it's going to be kind of a different sort of warrior two. So instead of looking forward to the front of the mat like you usually do in warrior two, look to the side. Good. But make sure your knee doesn't drift in toward the big toe side of the foot. Keep it moving toward the little toe side. And from here, we'll reach the arms out to a T as you inhale. Now exhale, either hook thumbs or interlace fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, wrap yourself around with your hands so they come right around your front hip. Looking toward the side of the room, widen your chest. Make your shoulder blades kind of move in toward each other a bit. Nice. Take another breath here. And then from here, straighten the front leg, bring your feet to parallel, and bring your hands right to the center. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. Exhale, fold for Prostrate Padottanasana C. So just like before when we did this in the Humble Warrior variation, soften the elbow joints and check where the weight is in the feet. It wants to be in the heels. Shift it carefully now toward the balls of your feet. Draw in through the lower belly. 3, 2, more weight toward the balls. I promise you won't fall. I got you. Yes, that's good. And then with a nice long spine, inhale, come all the way up. Great. Release your hands and turn your right leg all the way out and your back toes in slightly. We're gonna set up for triangle pose. If you like a shorter stance, you'll shorten it. Bring the arms up, inhale. Hinge from your hip crease, reach, reach, reach as far as you can, and then take your hand down, shin, foot, floor, or block. Stretch up through the top arm. Do the best that you can to draw your front sitting bone under you. Lean your torso back over your thigh, as if you had a wall behind you that you could lean back against. Then you'll feel a good stretch in the side. Crown of the head is reaching forward. And maybe looking up. Now turn your palm to face the door, and then inhale as you sweep it in line with the ear, face the palm down toward the floor. Good, and then exhale, take it all the way back to the hip. Palm up. Yep. Inhale, sweep it forward in line with the ear. Exhale, sweep it back to the hip. And again, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, sweep it or circle it back. Nice. Inhale, take it straight up toward the ceiling. And exhale, look down at your foot, bend the front knee a little bit, frame your front foot, and go to down dog any way you like. You could move through a vinyasa, or you can go right into it and skip the vinyasa. Your choice. Good. On the next inhale, start to float the left leg back and up again from the inner thigh, because we're practicing having a level pelvis. Yes, very nice. As you exhale, bring knee toward nose, engaging belly muscles, shoulders over wrists. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step it by the left thumb. Stay on the ball of your back foot, rise up into Anjaneyasana, high lunge. And same thing on this side. Just for a moment, we'll bend the back knee, tilt the pelvis forward a little, zip it all in, pull the left hip back, and then straighten through the back leg as much as it will. Reach up through arrow straight arms, facing your palms in toward each other to wrap the triceps forward. Then, draw the front ribs down as the back ribs lift up. Yeah, good. Inhale, take arms out to shoulder height. Exhale, left arm over right for eagle arms. Lift your chest. Good. Soften around the neck, soften shoulder blades. Keep the knee over the ankle, pointed straight ahead. Keep the front ribs drawing in, keep lifting through the back body. Nice. From here, we'll keep the arms just as they are. Spin your back heel down and line up front heel with back arch. Start to open toward the ocean, but keep the arms as they are. So you're dropping your front hip down and under, back thigh pressing back, back inner thigh lifting up. And instead of looking forward, look toward the ocean. Nice. Good. Then inhale, sweep the arms out to a T. Exhale, interlace, other pinky or thumb on top. Roll the shoulders back, inhale. As you exhale, wrap them around your waist so they come around your front thigh. Still looking toward the long side of the mat. Check out your knee. It wants to move toward the big toe side of the foot now, so move it toward the little toe side of the foot. We'll keep that knee safe. Good. Keep widening across the collarbones, shoulder blades moving in toward each other and pressing forward toward the chest to create a nice opening in the shoulder girdle. And keeping the hands interlaced, we'll straighten the left leg. Bring your feet to parallel, bring your hands right to the center of your buns. Then roll the shoulders back, inhale, look up. Exhale, hinge from the hips as you come forward. And see if you can find some softness in the elbow joints as you stretch your shoulders. Then check where the weight is in your feet. Move it a little toward the balls of the feet. I know it's a little bit scary to do that because it can feel like you could roll over, and you actually could. So move very slowly. Start to draw outer hips and inner thighs toward each other like you're holding a beach ball between the legs, and reach crown of head down. Really nice. Take one more breath. And with a long spine, come on up on your inhale. Good. Unclasp the hands, turn your left leg all the way out and your back toes in slightly, set up for triangle. If you like a shorter stance, shorten it a bit. And then arms to a T, hinge from the hip crease, start to find length. Reach, 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 then take the left hand down, shin, foot, floor, or block. If you are using the block, use it on the little toe side of the foot. So it'll help to draw your left sitting bone under you, and you can lean your torso back over the thigh. Oh, that's so nice. Press weight into the big toe mound of your left foot. Press the calf toward the shin. And see if you can find any more length between your left hip crease and your left armpit. So getting really long on the bottom side of the torso. Then inhale, sweep your right arm forward in line with your ear. And then exhale, you can sweep it back or circle it back. Up to you. And again, inhale, bring it forward. Exhale, sweep it back. Nice. One more time, inhale, and exhale, sweeping it back. Now take the right arm straight up toward the ceiling, and look down at your front foot, take a little bend in the knee, and frame your front foot, make your way to down dog any way you like. So you can always take the vinyasas, and you can always skip the vinyasas. So we'll stay in our down dog this time for 5 long breaths. If you want to take the knees down in child's pose, it's a nice time for that. Any time's really a nice time for child's pose, but this is a good time. Let's come forward. Let me see if I can get these to, yes, to open up. Now start to go back. Yeah, good. Soften here. Couple more breaths so that your inhales and your exhales are again equal in length. If you're in child's pose and you want to rest a little bit longer, then stay. If you're ready to come back to down dog, make your way back. And from down dog, we'll float the right leg back and up again from the inner thigh, drop the outer hip. Exhale, knee toward nose, shoulders over wrist, just for a breath. Take an inhale. This time exhale, step it by the right thumb and left knee to the floor. Pad up your left knee if it needs any padding. If you don't happen to have a blanket handy, take your mat and fold it over. Okay. And then inhale, come up. Let's keep the back toes tucked under for this one. So come up, back out of your lunge a little, pull the right hip back, drop your butt down, and then reach up. Keep this, ribs in, lifting through the back body, and slowly start to sink. Sink as much as you can, but without letting your back arch. So ribs stay in, good. And reaching up through arrow straight arms again. Good. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, we're gonna take the hands to the floor on either side of the front foot. And now straighten the front leg and pull the toes back. Keep pulling your right hip back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knee. Good. And then inhale, straighten it again. Chest forward, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend the knee. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, straighten the leg, pull the toes back, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold over that leg. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend the knee. Good. Now you can do staying with half split, which is this one, half Hanumanasana, Ardha Hanumanasana, so straighten the leg again. Some of you might like to move deeper toward Hanumanasana. If you don't get all the way down on the mat, I just want you to know you're still a really good person. It doesn't matter. Pull your right hip back, send your left hip forward though, wherever you are. You can use a block underneath your front thigh. Just stretching out the hamstrings here. Do it gently. Good. For 3 breaths. And 2. And take one more breath. So if you're all the way down, use your hands to come up so that you can come back into that Ardha Hanumanasana. And then we'll all bend the front knee, hands on either side of the foot, step to plank, either go right into down dog or exhale chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra. And exhaling to down dog. Good. Left side, lift the left leg back and up on your inhale. Level hips, please. That's good. Exhale. Knee toward nose, shoulders over wrist, belly muscles. Take an inhale here. Exhale, step it by the left thumb. Good. Take the right knee down. Pad up the knee if it needs any padding. You can always fold the mat over if you need. Fingertips on the floor. If it were ideal, we'd have 2 blocks there that we could all use, but we're just doing what we can. Pull the left hip back, lengthen as you inhale. Oh wait, let's come up first. I forgot. Back out of the pose a little, drop your tailbone down, lift your ribs and belly in, and then reach up. Start to sink in any amount, but without letting your rib cage puff out and without letting your low back overarch. Good. So we're kind of isolating the psoas muscles, the muscles in the back leg, so you might feel it there. And reaching up through arrow straight arms, spinning the triceps, wrapping them forward, biceps back. Good. And now exhale, bring the hands back down to the mat. And inhale, lengthen your chest forward. As you exhale, start to straighten your left leg and come up onto the heel. Bring the chest forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. We're going to hold this one for a couple breaths. Good. And then we'll move in and out. So inhale, bend the knee, chest forward, pulling left hip back. And then exhale, straighten the leg. Take a moment to lengthen the spine first, inhale, and then fold, exhale. And then lengthen the spine again, inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Good. Inhale, straighten. Exhale here, then one more lengthen. and fold, exhale. Good. Rebending the knee, inhale, chest forward. And then exhale to straighten. And this time, you can stay right here with Ardha Hanumanasana, or you can start to move toward Hanumanasana. Splits. So if you're moving towards splits, it's extra important to keep the hips level. So pull your left hip back, send your right hip forward. Make sure the toes are straight back behind you. Good. Nice. 3 breaths. And 2. Now if you're all the way down toward your split, slide yourself back out so that you can come into half split. And then we'll all look up, bend the front knee, tuck the back toes, and come into down dog any way you like. Good. Really nice. Nice. Take a long breath in. Exhale everything out, bend the knees, keep your hips high, look up past the fingers, lightly step or hop feet to hands on your inhale, let it carry you. And come to Ardha Uttanasana, fold on your exhale, Uttanasana. Now bend the knees, drop the hips, Utkatasana, chair pose, that's where we came from. And then to stand, Samastitihi. Good. So we're gonna slide these mats forward, right at the wall. I'll move mine out of the way. The back row, you can just slide your mats back and bring a block with you and bring your strap with you if you have one. We're gonna practice some handstands. Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. So if anybody is not going into a handstand today, perhaps you have injuries, high blood pressure, glaucoma, moon cycle. You can also use this wall if you want. Could be moon cycle time. We don't want to go upside down. So instead of going into the handstands, you'll take one hip to the wall and swing the legs up into Viparita Karani. And you'll get to enjoy Viparita Karani for your inversion today. For those who are practicing, the first one we're going to do is the L-shaped. There's space right there. And does everyone have a space? Yeah? Okay. Did we ruin everything for Duke? I think so. Okay. So first thing, sit up against the wall with your back against the wall and your legs straight out in front of you, and then grab your block and put your block right where your ankle bone is. If you don't have a block, you can eye it or you can use something else. And then we're gonna watch Brett for a moment. Yay! So right where her feet are, right where the ankle bone is, pretty much, that's the measurement for her hands to go. So go ahead and stand up and put your hands where your feet just were, and then take a short down dog against the wall. Good. So before she puts any weight on her arms, we always want to make sure that we're in external rotation of that arm in the shoulder socket. She already is, because she knows. But yeah, see, this is internal rotation. If you put weight on that, it's very dangerous. So externally rotate. Little extra weight in the thumb, first finger side of the hand. And then just walk your first foot up high. So tucking the toes, and she'll press into that foot to lift the other foot up. Good. And then she can walk back down toward an L shape. Or she could keep the legs up high, which is a little bit easier. So the L shape seems a bit much. You can keep the legs up higher. Now that she's in her L shape, she'll draw the ribs in. She still has the external rotation. She's pulling ribs and belly in, and the legs are nice and firm. And then when she comes down, just take the feet, walk them back down, right into a child's pose. So whenever we go upside down, child's pose after, so we don't get dizzy. You at home, you remember that too. So right where your block is, you're gonna move forward and put your hands so that probably the heel of the hand about will line up with the edge of the block. And then take a short down dog against the wall. So take your balls of your feet up to the wall, a little short, tiny down dog. Before you do anything else, make sure to spread the fingers, turn outer upper arms back, so you're wrapping the triceps back toward the feet, and the inner upper arms are spinning toward the front of your mat here. Okay, Keep all of that, and now take one leg up, whichever feels more comfortable. Tuck the toes, press into the wall, and then take the other leg up. So you can stay with your legs higher, or you can start to come down. If you start to come down, your hips have to come forward so that you make like that L shape. Make sure your ribs are drawing in, and you're pressing into your upper back a little bit for stability. Take one more breath here. And then come on down and take a child's pose first before anything else. Woo! Good times. So take a little child's pose. Now some of you are gonna really just enjoy that. I mean, at least maybe hopefully a little bit, and you'll stay with that. You can also opt to put your legs up the wall at any time, or some of you will start to kick up. So Brett, would you like to kick up? Sure. She would love to. So when you're setting yourself up, you'll take maybe about a foot or a third of a meter, is that right, a third of a meter, away from the wall. And same setup with the arms. So come into a down dog with that little space that you have. So when you're coming into it, you really don't want your head to hit the wall. So you want a little bit of space. Then she'll start to walk her feet closer to her hands so that her shoulders come right above the wrists. Come on this side. And then she'll double check, she has the external rotation. Then she's just gonna lift one leg up as high as she can from the inner thigh and dropping the outer hip. From here, this leg can come up further forward if it seems like it needs to, but then she'll bend that knee, keep the gaze a little bit forward, take the hop, and then find the wall. And she can take as many as she wants. If she gets to the wall, then with the feet touching the wall, we'll flex the feet and let the heels touch the wall. And we'll draw these ribs in. If she's going to practice moving away from the wall, she can squeeze my hand here in the middle of her legs, or you can pretend like you have something to squeeze. And she can even make like that little foint or the Barbie toes, and that can help to really lift out of the floor. And then when you're ready to come down, you'll split the legs, come down as slowly and carefully as you went up, and then take a child's pose. Good. Now, if you were gonna help somebody up into this, and actually if there's time later, we'll all do it, but we might not have time today, I would stand as the teacher with my back against the wall, and I come into this like really nice, supported knees bend stance. And then I'll have her fingertips about where my heels are, and come into the down dog again. And then I'm gonna have you walk forward so shoulders are above wrists, and then I'm gonna put a hand here. She cannot kick up until I move my hand, which will save your face. I've gotten kicked, it's not fun. And then you ask your student, which leg are you going to lift up first? And then just show me. Because if she says right or left, I have no idea what that is at this point. Okay, so now lift that leg up. And I wanna make sure, her shoulders are over her wrists. And we'll drop that hip. Wait, see, you can't do it. Yeah, I've got you. Then we'll bend this knee, and on 3, I'm gonna change from here to grabbing her hip bones. 1, 2, 3. Now, if I have to really pull somebody up, they're not quite ready, right? But I'm here, and I've got her hip bones. Notice I'm not holding on to her legs, because if she wants to come back down, she can come back down at any time. But I'm holding her hips, and then I can pull her ribs in and make sure her arms are straight. And then if I wanted to, since she's pretty steady, I could just walk away and leave her. If someone's not steady, I wouldn't do that. And then coming down when you're ready, child's pose. This is a really safe way to help someone up into a handstand. If you assist from the side, there's a chance that they can go off to the side instead of going straight up. Okay, let's set up for handstand. Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, or take the L-shaped handstand, or legs up the wall. So if you're going to kick up, I'm gonna talk you through that one. Bring your hands about a foot or so away from the wall, fingers spread. Come into a down dog. And now walk your feet forward. Oh yeah, you're going up that way. Walk your feet forward so shoulders are over wrists. Make sure to turn triceps back, biceps forward. Now take a gaze toward where the wall and the floor meet, because if you look away from the wall, it will mess up your energy. Lift the leg up that's coming up first. Lift it from the inner thigh, drop the outer hip. Walk the other foot in as much as you need to. That's your power leg. Bending the knee, look forward, take a hop. Now if you're newer to this, just take a hop. Just take a little hop and come down. And then if you do find the wall, you can flex your ankles, draw your ribs in, and reach your butt towards your heels. There, you got it? Good. And then rest. Do you want me to help you up or you want to take a break? Okay. So hold on. Just show me which leg's coming first. Okay. Straighten the elbows. Yep. 1, 2, 3. Bend, hop. Easy. Easy peasy. Ribs in. Lengthen butt to heels. And child's pose. Nice work. Good. All right. And then make your way, finish the one that you're on. Make your way back down into child's pose. So Suzanne is used to doing it without the wall, so she can do it without the wall. Most people use the wall. Use the wall because, you know, if you're not used to falling out of it, that's another learned skill. So using the wall when you need the wall. Let me spot you. Nice. Good. Ribs in. Good. And rest. Ribs in, butt up. Good. All right, back to child's pose. Good. And then, yeah, if your legs are up the wall, go ahead and bend the knees and bring them down. And let's turn our child's pose toward the center of the room if it isn't. And then if you're comfortable sitting up on your knees, sit up on your knees for a moment. If not, sit on your butt and take your hands and press the backs of your hands together. Good. And then inhale, point the fingertips up, press the palms, press in here, and make a circle. And then start to make a circle. As you make a circle, go all the way up. Stretch out the wrists. One of my teachers in my 300 hour was a belly dancer also. And she taught us this. It's actually something they do in belly dancing, but it's really effective for stretching the wrists as well. And we'll come down. Good. Excellent. And we can just keep our mats where they are and come into extended child's pose. Reach the arms forward. Spread the fingers. So make these into downward facing dog arms. So press into the base of the fingers, lift the forearms. Oh, yeah. Good. Keep your down dog arms. Imagine your hands are just glued here to the mat. Come up onto the knees and downward facing dog. So we're just gonna stretch out here, stretch out the back a little bit. Take your hands a little wider, or is that good? If you would really love one more vinyasa, now remember, only if you would love it. Yeah. Inhale to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog or cobra. And exhale to down dog. So you're internally here, so let's do, yeah, that way. Great. And now looking at your fingertips, we're going to come through and sit. So either step or lightly hop and come to seated. Nice. If you have a block, just have it handy by you. You don't need it, but you might want it. Come onto your back. We're going to practice bridge pose. Little bridge pose. Stretch out the belly muscles. We did a lot of engaging them, so we'll stretch them out now. So come onto your back. Line up your heels under your knees. Make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. So remember, the toes will point in just a tiny bit. Before you come up, do a little posterior tilt of your pelvis. So you're gonna just lift your hip bones toward your lower ribs. Then draw your belly in, press down through your heels, and on your next inhale, lift your hips, your low back, your mid back, maybe your upper back. If your shoulders enjoy it, roll them under and interlace fingers. If they don't enjoy it, try grabbing the sides of the mat and pulling. Good. Now, keep lengthening your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. You're going to keep a tiny posterior tilt of the pelvis, so those hip bones lifting toward lower ribs, and then spiral thighs in toward each other as if you're holding a block between the inner thighs. Good. Take another breath here. And then release your hands or release the mat, roll down vertebra by vertebra. And let's take the knees and just drop them in toward each other. Yeah. Put a hand on your belly and a hand on your heart center. And as you're breathing here, think of 3 things that you're grateful for today. In this moment, in this experience. And now let's bring the arms alongside the body again. You can do another bridge pose. If you have Urdhva Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose in your practice and you want to take it, we got pretty warm today, so you're welcome to. But what I would ask is that when you set up, bring your hands up by your ears and make sure your elbows don't go out to the sides. Press up first onto the crown of the head just for a moment so you can line up your elbows and wrists and make sure they're not splaying out, and then press up into it. If you don't want to, you don't have to. So arms either by the sides or up by the ears. Make sure your feet are still parallel. Good. And lifting up into bridge, little posterior tilt, or pause at the crown of the head, line up wrists and elbows, elbows parallel. They want to splay out, don't let them. And then press up. Make sure the toes didn't turn out. If they did, just make them parallel again. Spiral thighs in toward each other for 3 and 2. Now if you're all the way up, bring your chin into your chest first and then lower. Good. And this time let's take soles of feet together, knees apart. Hopefully you have room. You might need to scoot a little. And take a hand on the heart center, hand on the belly. And this is where I like to check in with your heart's desire. So what is it that you want to bring into your life? Manifesting is really great right here. Heart is open, and the universe doesn't know what to bring you if you don't ask. So once you know what it is, now say it as if it's already here. I am so grateful that, whatever it is, fill in the blank. Let's bring the arms alongside the body one last time. So choice for bridge pose, choice for Urdhva Dhanurasana, choice for supported bridge pose. You can take your block at the base of your spine, right where the sacrum is. It's a flat bone right at the base of the spine. Put the block there. Yeah. So get arms by sides or hands up by ears or get the block handy. As you're ready, make your way up. Bridge or wheel. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, your legs are great. And your toes look really good. Good. And we have Claire, the master adjuster now. As you're ready, if you're in wheel or bridge, come on down. Remember, chin toward chest first if you're all the way up. If you're in supported bridge, there's no rush here. Good. Nice. That's really good. Yes. Excellent. All right. So let's slowly all make our way down, even supported bridge. I know it's not easy. You want to get in there and you want to stay. Good. And then this time we'll hug the right knee into the chest and extend the left leg out. And just take a couple breaths here. So we're going to slowly unwind from our back bends. Good. Great. And then switch it. Draw the left knee in, extend the right leg out. And now draw both knees into the chest, Apanasana. And gently roll around, make little circles on your low back or back and forth, side to side. All of the above, whatever feels nice to give your low back a little massage. If your back and your neck are okay with it, you can start to roll back and forth, up and down the spine, and maybe take 3 rocks and come up to seated. If that doesn't work, roll to your right and carefully press up to seated with the left hand. Good. Let's come into Dandasana. So extend the legs in front. If you know you normally need a blanket or you like a blanket to sit up on, let us know and we'll find you one. There's one over there. Bring your hands right alongside your hips and start to lift up. Flex your ankles, pull your toes back, but make sure the heels are down. Yes. Good. And as you inhale, let's reach the arms up. As you exhale, hinge from the hips. So just like when standing, your butt's gonna go back as you come forward. Bend the knees as needed. Reach for your legs or your feet or use a strap, but lengthen your spine. So inhale, look up, lengthen. Keep that nice Ardha Uttanasana spine and then moving from that place. You might not go quite as deeply as you always do. So we can get our shoulder blades to move toward the chest and lengthen the spine. Good. Good. Just make sure that the toes keep pulling back. Yeah, so that we keep the engagement of the legs. Good. Let's take 3 more long breaths. Try to relax around your neck and your shoulders, your jaw. There's always something to soften. And then inhale to lift your head, exhale to release, and we'll do a little twist. Bend your right knee, put the right sole of the foot onto the floor. Good. Make sure the left toes stay pointed up toward the ceiling, and then take your right hand behind you and lift your left arm up. Inhale, reach through the left arm. As you exhale, bring it across and twist. So as you inhale here, sit up really tall. As you exhale, start to roll your right shoulder back, little by little. Check in with the left leg. Make sure the left toes are still pointed up. Good. And now inhale the head to center. Exhale to unwind. Straighten out your right leg, bend the left. Left sole of the foot onto the floor. Put your left hand behind your back. Reach your right arm up as you inhale, nice and tall. And exhale, bring it across and twist. So once again, inhale, create length through the spine. And then exhale, maybe twist in a little bit deeper. Rolling the left shoulder back. Yeah, good job. Checking in with the right toes, making sure they're pointed up. Every inhale, you can create some length. Every exhale, you could possibly check in to see if you have more space. Once you create length, sometimes you have a little more space to twist. Yeah. Good. And now, inhale the head to center. Exhale to unwind. And then we'll make our way onto our backs. Let's bend our knees and put the feet on the floor. If you have any issues with your back, you'll keep your hands there. If you want a little core engagement, you can lower down that way with a long spine. Good. Now take your hands just to the very tops of your hips and lengthen your butt toward the backs of your knees underneath. Keep that. And then start to extend the legs. And make sure your shoulders are releasing away from your ears. Now we're kind of close. So if you need to scoot yourself forward or back so that you can take your arms out with your palms up, do that. Otherwise, relax. come into natural breathing. Close your eyes. Your quiet mind and your quiet body. Just gonna grab that and enjoy shavasana. Just so that nobody is startled. Claire's coming around. She may not have time for everybody, but she is giving hands-on adjustments. Right where you are, take a slightly deeper breath in. And as you exhale, begin to make movements in your fingers and toes, in your hands and your feet, your arms and your legs. Take a nice long stretch. And then bend your knees and carefully roll to your right side. Or if you're pregnant, if you happen to be, roll to your left. I would have known though. But at home, take a moment right here to thank yourself for taking your practice, taking care of your body, your mind, and your soul. And very carefully letting your head come up last, make your way to a comfortable seated position. And the quote I have today is one of my favorites that Claire reminded me of yesterday. This is a quote from Amma, who's also known as the Hugging Saint. She said, "The sun shines down and its image reflects in 1,000 different pots of water. The reflections are many, but they are each reflecting the same sun. Similarly, when we come to know who we truly are, we will see ourselves in all people." So we are all connected. Let's bring our hands together in front of the hearts. And you all did an amazing job today. You practiced abhyasa and detach from the results, viragya. Nice work. So we'll offer up all of our efforts, all to all of our teachers, the ones that we've seen, the ones that maybe we haven't seen, with the divine sound of Om. Exhale everything out. And inhale for Om. Bringing the hands to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart center to remind us to have clear and loving intentions. And our hands to the mouth to remind us to have clear and loving communication. Sending this amazing energy we all created together, send it out to all beings everywhere. Namaste.
Namaste. It's my mission to keep you strong and healthy and to surround you with a supportive community. So, I want you to leave a comment below. Tell me where you're from and how your practice was today. And then, I want you to comment on 3 other people's comments. We are a supportive community. So, let's get to know and support each other in the comments below. I have some retreats coming up this summer. I'm doing actually a master class in Amsterdam for 2 days, June 23rd and 24th. And there's already 51 people signed up for Saturday, so we have to move it to a larger venue. I think we'll have room now for 20 more, so sign up quickly if you'd like to come. June 30th through July 6th, a Greece retreat. And July 8th through July 14th in Morocco. Also have teacher trainings coming up. Go to fightmasteryoga.com and check out the retreats and teacher trainings. I hope to see you in person very, very soon. Have a great day. Bye.